Well, joining us now, members of the Alamogordo swim team who begin their season coming up on Saturday as they head over to Las Cruces. How's everybody doing today?
Great, thank you.
Great, all right. Coach Moon, second year in front of the Alamogordo swim team. What do you think of your group so far and some of the practices you've had?
Well, we've had a great turnout this year. We started the season with 44 potential swimmers. We've settled our roster at 34, and we also have 2 managers this year for the first time. So we're excited about the work we've been doing, and I think it's going to be a great season.
What is it? I mean, when you have that many kids that are involved and want to get involved in your program, that's got to help to have the depth, right?
Yes, that's right. Of course, we also have a bunch of new swimmers this year, which we're always excited to see, but that does make it challenging. So we have a lot going on every morning. We've got 6 different lanes over at the rec center. You can come watch us practice and swim yourself. And we even have some honorary members of the community that come and watch us swim and practice alongside of us.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's very cool. I think more than anything else, you guys have got to be happy with knowing that you have a place to swim this year, because I know last year was a challenge for you guys.
That was a big challenge last year, and we are very thankful that we have the bubble up and that we have a competition, regulation competition pool that is 25 yards wide and 50 meters long. However, there is a need for another pool here in the community.
Yeah, that would certainly make a difference for you guys. And I know it was also a challenge. You guys were trying to swim at the visually impaired school, and
yes.
And I know that the issue with that was the pool temperature was a little tough for you guys, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was hot, and we were so grateful that they were willing to let us come over there and use their facility, but they have it at the right temperature for their students, and we understand that. But we were over there for 3 weeks this year again, while the pool was being shut down here for the pump to be fixed and the bubble to be put up. But we did a lot of stroke and turn work, so we're back and ready to do the yardage that we need to do to have a great season. All
right, well, let's have you introduce your captains here, because you got 4 of them that are here in the studio with us.
That's right. We have 2 captains, Mickeyla Wyckoff and Kaitlyn Kirk, and then we have for the girls team, and then we have 2 guys for the guys team, Campbell and Angel Baray.
All right. Well, I've had a chance to talk to a few of these before, but we'll start off with Mickeyla. I know she's so excited to be the first one to talk about heading into this season. What are some of your goals for this year, and what grade are you in this year?
I'm in 11th grade.
Okay, so you're junior this year.
Yeah.
So what are some of the goals for you as a swimmer this year? What are you looking to get to?
Just to qualify for state this year.
Yeah,
individually and not just in a relay.
And what are the events that you're looking to qualify in individually this year?
Hopefully the 100 or the 200.
All right, very
freestyle.
good.
Yes,
freestyle. All right, sorry. That's your favorite stroke swimmer.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring in Kaitlyn as well. Kaitlyn Kirk. What events are we going to see you swimming in this year?
Like overall, or
let's put it this way. What's your specialty? If you feel like you have a specialty event that when you focus on more than
this year, I'm focusing on fly, so I'm going to be doing a lot of fly and relays and 100 fly, which is something that I'm doing this weekend.
Very good. So, and is there you feel like you got a good chance of qualifying in state in that event this year?
Maybe. This is my first year that I've done fly. I think I can qualify for like the 100 freestyle a lot easier, because that's what I want to work on as well this year.
All right. And Kaitlyn, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior as well.
Junior this year. All right. We'll bring in Casey here, and I think I've seen Casey in here a couple of times. Yeah. And junior this year or senior this year? Senior this year. All right. So you're just coming off of running cross country as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel like that helped you prepare for swim at all this year?
It does. It helps with my endurance a lot.
All right. Very good. What are some of the events that you're focusing on? Your favorite stroke that you're going to be swimming this year?
My favorite strokes are butterfly and freestyle, and my goal is just to qualify
for state.
Yeah.
All right, very good. And let's go ahead and bring in Angel here, and you can, whichever mic, that's fine too. That one's probably a little bit easier. It's a little bit taller. Angel's one of the taller ones here. What events are you going to be focusing on this year?
I'm mainly going to be focusing on the 100 breast.
Okay, and you feel like you got a good chance at reaching your time this year to get in there?
I do. I'm going to be practicing that as much as possible.
All right, and senior this year or junior?
Yes, I'm a senior.
Senior this year. All right. Well, very good. We'll talk to you guys more. We're playing a little bit of musical mics this morning because we're working here in the studio. But Coach Moon, you've obviously worked with the Aqua Shocks, which is the group that's you guys. What age do you guys start training swimmers at Aqua Shocks?
Aqua Shocks is our club team. It is a USA swimming program. It is a feeder program for the high school. They do compete at the local level. They go to El Paso and Albuquerque the kids can begin as early as they can swim, and are water safe and can do a whole 25, which is one length of the pool. We do have some 5 and 6-year-olds on the team. Most kids will start when they're 8 or 9. Usually they have the mental focus to begin at that point, but we will take them if they're interested even earlier than that.
Fair to say you knew all these kids before you started taking over the Alamogordo swim team, or no?
Well, I'm actually relatively new to the area.
Okay.
I've only been here for 3.5 years, and most of these kids, did you guys swim Aquashocks? I know Angel came as a freshman or at 8th grade as a freshman. So this is his 4th year, but he never swam club before, but he's proven to be a good swimmer. Mickeyla, what about you?
I swam club, not here, but where I used to live.
Okay.
And Kaitlyn swam club in the base that they were stationed at previously. And what about you, Casey? Were you on
freshman year?
You started on freshman year.
And I was on a club too, but that was...
Okay. Yeah. So it is not required. It is certainly helpful, and we are trying to build the team from the ground up. I mean, I do have my sights set on the 10 and 11-year-olds right now. I'm already talking to them about being on the high school team in a couple years. So that's exciting, but that is certainly not a requirement, although we do like to see it as if we can.
Yeah, and we talk with other coaches in the other youth programs that are across the area, whether it's soccer, football, whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, starting at a younger age, I mean, that kind of stuff helps once they get up to the high school level, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Swimming is a very technical sport, and so having the additional time in the water just to develop the technique is so important. We can work with swimmers when they get to the high school level if they are water safe and have some endurance behind them. And athletes tend to be pretty versatile. They tend to have a good body awareness and be able to transfer some talent in one sport to talent in the next. But swimming is different in that you have to spend a lot more time swimming to accomplish something than you do either on the basketball court or the football field or even running track.
Yeah. What do you feel like the strengths of this group are on the boys and girls side? Do you feel like, good relays or individuals? I mean, what are you seeing from this group early on?
Well, we certainly do have depth of the team. We were able to put together 4 girls relays for the 200 freestyle this weekend, 200 free relay, where everybody swims a 50 of freestyle. And to have 4 girl relays is just unbelievable. We can only score in one of them, but just that everybody has the opportunity to compete like that is fantastic. We were able to put together 3 boys relays. Last year, we were struggling to put together 2 boy relays. We only had 7 boys on the team. And this year, we have 16, which is just amazing. And we have 18 girls. So it's exciting to see how the program has come along even from last year to this year. And
I would have to imagine the support not only, from the kids, but you're getting a lot of support from parents and folks that are really helping out the program and helping build the program this year. That's
right. And we're very grateful to Jarrett Perry for helping us. He's the athletic director over at the high school and helping us secure pool time and negotiate things between us and the city has been a big help. And, of course, we just ran a fundraiser through Fan Cloth, so that was exciting to get some things that said Tiger Swimming on them. So you can see around town, and maybe next year we'll do it again, and you can buy a Tiger Swimming shirt.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's bring some of the kids back in here. We'll start off, we'll go back to Mickeyla, so we'll go back around. I know she's excited about it. Talk about when you started swimming. What got you into the sport? At least swimming competitively. I'm sure you've probably been swimming since you were a very, very little kid.
I started swimming really young, and I was actually really scared to start competitively swimming. But, my first practice, I was terrified. But after my first meet and after getting over that fear, I was hooked, and I couldn't really stop. What is
it about the sport that you like so much?
I'm practically a fish in the water, so
they can just leave you in there all the time, right?
I really like being in the water, and so being able to do a sport where I'm in the water constantly, it really helps.
Yeah. You guys get to go around to a lot of cool places around the state. What's your favorite place to swim? Because I know Albuquerque Academy's got a cool place, Carlsbad, natatorium.
I really like Carlsbad's pool. Yeah. But it just depends,
Competition-wise,
yeah.
There's some...
Competition-wise, I'd probably say Albuquerque is better, but Carlsbad, their pool's really nice.
All right. Well, you're a junior this year. We always like to hear about... I'm sure most of you all are solid, if not very, very good students. What do you know what your plans are coming forward for college? Or
for college, I've started looking already, but I haven't decided where I want to go or what exactly I want to do.
But you're looking. That's
but
what's-
I'm looking.
All right,
Yes.
that's what we like to hear. Let's go ahead and bring in Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn, how long have you been swimming for now?
I think, did I start when I was 12? I think I started when I was 12. Yeah, so that's 4 years.
And what about the sport has kept you into it now?
Well, I got into it because I didn't really like playing any other sports that much.
That's fair.
So I figured I should try swimming because my older brother was in it. And I just, like Mickeyla, I love being in the water, and it's something that I'm really good at. So I've kept going with it, and now I just can't stop now.
Yeah. What do you feel like the chemistry with on the girls' side? The relay teams. Do you feel like this is a group that gets along well?
This year, I think it's going to be a little weird because we don't have.
We lost a lot of our seniors last year, and they took up most of our relays.
Okay.
So we would be in it, but we had a lot of seniors that left us girl-wise, and so coming into this year, it's brand new relays, brand new people. But, I mean, we know most of them, and we've gotten to know them throughout the past month and a half, I think.
And it's about building those relationships. That's what's going to be these early meets. That's what it's going to be about for you guys, right?
And we bond more over at meets than we do at practice, because at practice we're consistently swimming, and at meets we have breaks in between each race and set and all that.
Bus ride, all that stuff
exactly.
is important for y'all. I understand. Kaitlyn, you mentioned that you're a junior as well. What are some of the future plans? You started thinking about that, or is it still too early?
It's kind of early.
Okay.
Like, I sort of know what I want to do. I know that I've always liked science, and I want to go into something in the science field, but I have no clue where I want to go or what specifically I want to do.
Okay. Very good. All right, let's bring Casey in here, another one of the members of the boys team, and we'll ask you the same thing about. I know I've talked to you before, because I think you've been an athlete of the week with us before. But how many years is this for you now swimming? You said freshman years when you started, right?
Yeah, freshman year. This will be my fourth.
Okay. What's kept you? I mean, now that you're kind of a leader on this team, do you feel that way with this group?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. We see it with different teams, different ways in terms of being a leader. I mean, how do you feel like you can help in terms of your experience with some of the other guys, since you do have a lot of new names and new faces on the team this year, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you feel like as maybe one of the leaders, one of the captains that you should be doing out there to help the team at a meet, or getting ready for meets?
Well, if they have any questions, I'm always free for them to come and just ask me. I'm always there to help them. Yeah. So that's
And you feel like, in terms of give somebody advice, some of these kids, maybe their first competition coming up on Saturday.
Yeah.
If you're talking to one of them, what should they expect when they head to a competition for the first time? Is it obviously different than you guys just going out there practicing?
Yeah, it's way different. They should just expect to just do their best.
Yeah, just work hard, right?
Yeah, just work hard and just try your best, because there's a lot of competition out there. But if they do their best personally, then that's all that matters.
Okay, so you're going to be graduating coming up in the spring.
Yeah.
What are your plans? Have you decided where you're headed to college yet?
No, I'm still looking.
Okay. Do you know what you want to do in college? Or?
I'm still looking.
Still looking. All right, that's perfectly fine. All right, let's go ahead and bring Angel in here as well. And Angel, since being a freshman and obviously into your senior year, what's kept you into the swim team? Because you've gone through some transitions. You had a new coach last year, but obviously you've stayed inspired to go out there and keep swimming, right?
Yes. What's kept me in the team is definitely the team spirit, and just being able to go to a meet and be able to be with everyone and talking with everyone. But also, of course, going to win the races and trying your best.
Yeah.
The goal is always to win.
Absolutely. Always the competition. Same question I'd ask Casey. You're one of the leaders on this team, one of the person that has a lot of experience. How do you maybe part that over to the new guys that are going to be swimming coming up this weekend and throughout the season?
Well, it's important to keep an upbeat and positive attitude. And despite however you do at the meet, as long as you tried your best, and just as long as you keep listening to make sure you don't miss your races and you're trying your best, that's all that really matters.
All right. You're coming up, graduating in the spring as well. You have your plans set up, or still setting those up?
Yes, I've applied to New Mexico Tech, and I intend to pursue a civil engineering degree. Wow, awesome! New Mexico Tech is just one of the. It may be the best school here in the state of New Mexico, no doubt. So, best of luck for that one. You are. I'm sure. How many AP classes among you guys? You guys rocking the? We got 3 from. Casey's got 1, 3 for Kaitlyn, 3 for Mickeyla. Angel, I won this year.
1 this year. Okay. It seems like with the swim team, generally, it seems like you got the kids that are working hard in the classroom as well. Coach Moon, you'd say the same thing?
Actually, swimmers always have the highest GPA across the board. They've done studies about this, and I think that the black line on the bottom of the pool is good for brain development.
They don't even realize it, but they're getting smarter while they're swimming.
That's right.
Okay.
And you have to count when you're swimming, too.
Casey doesn't know how to do that.
That's why he only has one AP class.
She's more.
Well, we certainly know that you guys are all great students over at Alamogordo High School. That's why I always enjoy talking to the athletes, because it seems more than not that the athletes, you guys are the ones that are really working hard in the classroom. And that's, as much as we like talking about the sports part of it, that's the most important part of it, isn't Coach Moon?
That's right. And when they're done swimming, their education is going to carry them much farther than their time in the pool did. Although being in the pool helps with time management and brain development, as we talked about before, and social things and all that. So it's definitely not a waste of time, but long-term education is the most important thing that they can be doing right now.
What's your expectations for this group this year? We'll start with the girls' side. I mean, how many relays, how many individuals do you think can get qualified this year?
Oh, it's so hard to say. We really are in a building year for the girls just because we lost we had 3 senior girls graduate last year that had swam for 4 and 5 years each and been on club teams prior to that. And we lost another girl to a military transfer, so that from the state crew that went, we had, 6 girls that went, or 7?
Something like that.
It was 7 girls that went. We only have 2 girls from that state team back this year. So I would love to see them qualify and the relays, of course, and individual events, but I just don't know. The state qualification times are very challenging, so we'll see if we can do that. As far as the boys go, we have a little bit more depth there as far as older swimmers comparatively. So we'll see what they can do. We don't have any. We only have 1 club swimmer actually on the boys' side, so we'll see what happens with that.
All right, very good. Well, we certainly wish the best of luck to all y'all, and I know that the big goal is to get qualified, but most importantly, have some fun out there. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the meet on Saturday in Las Cruces. See some pretty good teams over there.
Las Cruces does have a strong program. There's also Mesilla Valley Christian Academy, so it'll be the 3 of us. So we're looking forward to some fast swimming and a great turnout.
Yeah, and always good to get that first meet underway. And you guys you have 2 in November.
That's right. We have one. Our first is this weekend in Las Cruces. And then we have a Thursday night meet down in El Paso.
And good to see some of the El Paso teams. There's some quality programs down there.
It is different. It's a new meet for us. We went to one El Paso meet last year, so I'm not sure how this one is going to be, but it'll be
a new experience.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. All right, very good. And just one more quick question. We used to obviously have the Alamogordo Invitational. Is there talks about trying to get that started back up again, or is that tough with not having the facilities maybe necessary to have that happen?
Well, it is hard for people to come to waste their travel budgets on a team that will not qualify them for state. And the only way you can have a state meet qualifier is if you have a diving component as well. Okay. If there is no diving, there is no state meet qualifier for swimming. And we do not have a regulation board because we don't have a 12-foot deep pool and a 1-meter board. So it actually is the facility that hinders us. So at this point, we do not have plans to reinstitute that Alamogordo Invitational. We are working on seeing what we can do about getting a pool that will meet those requirements.
Yeah.
So, but that will be a long way down the road.
Yeah. And I'm sure you guys would have loved to have that, but it's one of those things, and hopefully we see that happen. It would be cool to have the Alamogordo Invitational back. I know that was something that recently changed with the diving having to be a part of it as well.
That's right, and just not having the facility necessary in the future, it would be great to have that kind of facility and be able to host the district championships, as we're, pretty well situated for the District 3 championships. But that's not in the works at this point.
Yeah, something down the road. All right, well, we certainly wish the best of luck to everybody again this season, and thank you all for coming in. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right.